Thank you, children. So what is happening is most of this present, all it's a blank only. The PPT which is going to come before you is blank because I will be writing on that. Please remember that. Because this already you have done. It is only a, can you see the screen blank one?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I hope you can see now.
Yes.
So whenever you are going to, whenever you are working, please remember that. Let it be in a bank, let it be in, railways or say in private company, wherever. The current trend is everywhere you will have to give the presentation now. Whether you start as an accountant or whether you are a manager or the higher level post, month end, like you will have to give the presentation regarding the progress of the work. So that is why in the commerce sector, especially the students should be having very good idea regarding how to present. Please remember, that is why this topic is included. Presentation skill. This is very useful. This you can, everyday basis, you can listen to this. I'm not talking about you are presenting the topic in the class. Even that itself is a part of it. I'm not denying that. Okay, thank you for your happy Teachers Day, children. So what I'm telling is, this today's scenario, the job market is first emphasizing or first searching to find out the soft skill capacity of the candidate. 1 minute, sometime the pen will not get activated. The soft skill capacity of a candidate is very important. And already we have seen in the soft skill what all things are coming. Okay, so how you will be giving the presentation, what all things should be kept in mind. Very first thing is, children, structure of talk. Structure of talk. Those who are presented here, all the children, I don't know whether Vijay Lakshmi is in your class and, like Sutali is here, then Prajapati, Rajakumari, all of them, whoever is presented, they know the meaning of this. See, you cannot, talk just in an apprehensive manner. You have to prepare a structure for your talk. Okay, whether it is PPT, whether it is video, whatever, or even just orally you are talking, but you are addressing somebody, please remember there should be some structure of your talk. Children, what is the structure of the talk? Very, very important. First point is always start your talk with the help of a quotation. Okay, you can start with a quote according to so and so, so that it gives an impression. Generally, even you can include some short story. Here we are talking about professional presentation. Please remember, you might have heard the motivational speakers. YouTube mein itna jyada motivational speakers hai. How do they speak? Always they narrate some story because I'm sorry, it will attract the attention of the audience in a better manner. So you can add some small story. Okay. Then second part is very important. Body of your presentation. That is very, very important. Body of the presentation should be very strong. That means, yesterday how Mitali has, prepared it. The body was very strong. Okay, you should have a very good connection between one slide and other slide. Not only that, the slides are good, but the presenter should have the confidence how to present it. Please remember that. Similarly, while you are ending the presentation, there should be some effective comments. You as a speaker, you yourself should give some good comments when you are ending the topic. Okay, suppose that it is a panel discussion, then the leader of the panel, he or she will be giving some comment at the end of the presentation. In your presentation, the teacher has to give or the students have to give some comments. So these are the 3 points. Always you remember whenever you are preparing a presentation. Start with a quote, story, if possible, you can add it. Then body of the presentation, I told you, make it very strong. Okay, then the whole thing should end with a good conclusion part. Second point is, children, this is very important. Time management, especially in your official field. This is the most crucial thing, time management. Because suppose you are getting an email stating that you have been asked to give a presentation about the job performance or your department. It will be very clearly mentioned in your email. What is the time which is given to you for presentation? Sometimes it may be 5 minutes, sometimes it may be 50 minutes. So you have to first find out what is the time which is allotted to you children. Okay, but whatever may be the time, you will have to customize your presentation. See this word, customize. मतलब जैसा टाइम दिया है उसके अनुसार आपका प्रेजेंटेशन को आपको ऐसा कस्टमाइज करके बनाना पड़ेगा. Customize your presentation either for 5 minutes or for 50 minutes, whatever is allotted. Because always, if you are respecting the audience, you have to see that you are not crossing the time. Please remember, children. The best speaker will always stick to the time. 5 minute hour dona, it is not the way. Because then you will argue, madam, it's so much there to speak. How can we speak in 5 minutes? Children, that is the capacity, that is the speciality of public speaking. You will have to choose the most crucial point and you will have to explain. You cannot argue for extending the time. Time management in the life itself is very important. Even in the presentation, time management is very important. Now comes very, very crucial. Every point is crucial only here. Analyze the audience. What do you mean by analyze the audience? A speaker should know who are the audience. That is very important. No, that is first, what is the size of the audience? Are you going to address 10 students? Are you going to address 10 people or 100 people? Or is there 300 people? So you should know the size of the audience. Nobody will tell you the exact size, but you have to presume that this can be the size of the audience. Then what is very important is the composition of the audience. Children, what do you mean by composition of the audience? Composition of the audience means what is very important is, are they all belonging to the young age group, or are they all belong to the senior citizen? Because the composition play a very important role. How many male are there? How many females are there? Or audience are college students, or audience are working people. You should know that composition because everybody's temperament is different. So according to the crowd, you will have to prepare your speech. Please remember. Then another possibility they are telling, the probability or the reason for audience reaction. The reason for audience reaction. Audience reaction. What is the meaning of this, children? Many times you will have to find out why they are attending the seminar. why they are attending this particular presentation. Many times what is happening, they are attending it because they are, if it is an official field, that is an official meeting, so there is no chance all of them have to attend. Suppose that it's a public seminar, the people are, why the people are attending? Whoever is interested, they are coming and attending. Okay, suppose that it's a classroom presentation. Students are forced to sit. So you should always understand the audience, because the mood of the audience, the temperament of the audience are very, very important. Then again, along with this, goes the level of the audience. This is very important. The level of the audience, 1 minute. The level of audience understanding. The level of audience understanding. I will tell you the example. Level of audience understanding. Suppose that you are asked to address the 10th standard students, because you know that 10th standard is the last year in the school. After that, they are entering into junior college and degree college and so on. So you are asked to speak career after 10th standard. Suppose that you are asked to address the students of 10th standard. So what is very important is you should know they are the young children who have been in the school for so many years, and they were under the protection of their parents and the teachers. So the crowd is very young. There you cannot go and start the talk with a high level of presentation. You have to be at their level. So that is why it is very important, the level of audience. Audience kaun hai, uska understanding level kaisa hai. Or let us take another example. You are addressing public, you are been asked to attend a seminar and give a presentation, and the crowd is, say, all senior citizen. Okay. So you are aware that they are the senior citizens. So your level of presentation should match to their wavelength. This is very important. Yesterday when, this Sonali, yesterday when Sonali was, I think, when she was presenting, she was very, very well aware that she is presenting before her own classmates. So the audience, and she is also aware that teacher is present. So you have to understand the level of the audience and their capacity, and you will have to present it. This is very, very important, children, because public presentation is never an easy task. Then comes research. Here we are talking about you are invited for giving a talk about a specific topic. So you will have to do a lot of research. वो टॉपिक में जितना ज्यादा materials available है, वो material collect करके you will have to collect the material, you will have to study the material, and you will have to make a note of the things which you are going to talk. The great speakers of the day, whom I hope YouTube video and all you will be familiar. There are so many motivational speakers. They get lakhs of views. They are known as great speakers. How do they speak? They do not speak anything and everything. They do research and they give the speech. In the middle, they will be adding humor. They will be telling the stories, but people like it. So that type of speakers are always doing the research. Please remember that when you speak about a particular year, when you speak about a particular person, there should be proper research, children. Always remember. Then, next is the gesture. Children, what do you mean by gesture? Gesture means your body language. When our students were presenting, this problem was not arising because the video was not on. Okay, if the video was on or if you are directly giving the presentation, please remember that you are giving the presentation in the classroom. Then your gesture is very, very important. That is your, body language and what is the modulation in which you are talking. That means don't increase your speed. You please put the punctuation. Punctuate means which mean beautifully punctuate the words. You should know where to reduce the speed, where to emphasize the words. It is not that you are reading from a book or you are reading from the PPT. Then the listener gets bored. So your voice has to be, your gesture has to be very perfect and you will have to punctuate the words where it is required. Okay, that is, they say that whenever you are talking about a small boy, suppose that you are giving the story of a small boy who is studying in say 3rd standard or 4th standard, your gesture should show the boy is small. आपका hands के साथ, आपका eyes के साथ, their proper coordination होना चाहिए. Audience को समझ में आना चाहिए the boy का age is 3 year, the boy का age is 4 year. That is the meaning of the term, that gesture. Another example, you know that you take any of the dance performers. Dance का सबसे बड़ा hit itself is the gesture. Eyes, hands, leg, everything should move according to the situation. So even for an odd, great speaker, the gesture play a very important role. Then children, incorporate humor. I told you, naturally, as a young children, you cannot do that, but you will learn it as a part of your job and all that. Whenever you are giving lecture, don't continuously give the lecture non-stop. Okay, there should be humor. बीच में कुछ कहानी बोलने का, नहीं तो कुछ fun, standard, quality. Humor बोलने पर क्या होगा? Audience will be along with you. Otherwise, many audience will be feeling bored. Please remember that. So humor is also the part of public speaking. Then, what is very important is voice. This is very important. Children, what is the meaning of this, what is the meaning of this concept? Voice, how this voice is playing, I will just rub it. It is not clear. That's the reason. I am going to write the same thing only. Voice of the speaker is very, very important. If I am speaking in a very low volume, naturally half of the audience cannot hear. 2 times they will say, 3 times they will say, madam, your volume is less. Still there is no improvement. They will feel so bored. They may not be listening at all. Okay, let us take the other one. The pitch is very high. They are speaking near the mic. Pitch is so high, it is highly irritating. So the volume has to be quite medium. Okay, it is depending upon the situation and where the audience are sitting. Everything you will have to calculate. Please remember. In the voice, this is equally important. Pitch of the voice. Children, what do you mean by pitch? Voice kaisa chalta hai. That is the meaning of the term, that pitch. For example, when I am lecturing, during the lecture time, the pitch of my voice should be uniform. Say, for example, I cannot speak 5 minutes very slowly, another 20 minutes very high. Then, your attention gets affected. The pitch, we will say that a singer, when a singer is singing, pitch of the voice is very, very important, because the singer should know kaun sa pitch mein she should sing. Volume jaisa लो वॉल्यूम में करने का या ज्यादा हाई वॉल्यूम में करने का. The pitch means the background. So the pitch of the voice is very, very important when you are giving the public speech, children. Then this is something all of you will have to develop. The speaker should be enthusiastic. Children, the speaker should be enthusiastic. I am just checking the spelling. Thusiasm, correct. The speaker should be enthusiastic. What is the meaning? The speaker should be happy, energetic, enthusiastic. Speaker himself or herself is so unhappy, so irritated. Naturally, audience will not enjoy you. Please remember. वो मैडम ने करने के लिए बोला है, कैसा तो भी ये सिरदर्द होने का है करके. Naturally, nobody will enjoy. Neither the audience nor you yourself will enjoy. So that's why you have to be happy. You have been given an opportunity. You will have to enjoy that opportunity. There should be good enthusiasm and happiness in your speech. So when you are positive, audience will also be positive. Okay. Then another point what we have to remember, act and speak ethically. This is nowadays, a very predominant concept. This word. Children, what do you mean by ethically? Ethically means we should be quite honest enough and we should be, highly morally bound speaker. That means you cannot go on criticize your competitor. You cannot prove that you are only right, all others are bad. Or this is very bad, and never make fun on the other speaker. Suppose your turn is number 4. 3 speakers are already spoken. So you cannot quote the earlier speaker or you should not make fun about the earlier speaker. What's the reason? 5 fingers are different. How you are going to speak, it may not be similar what others have talked. Or you yourself are confident that your speech is much better. But it does not mean that you can make fun on the earlier speaker. That is the meaning of ethics. Children, ethics means moral values. Please remember. Moral value hona chahiye. Moral value kaisa hoga? Oh, we are running short of time. Moral values aisa hoga, you should have some standard. You cannot try to catch the audience by criticizing others. Okay. Then complement the words with visuals. Complement the words with yesterday. Complement the words with visuals. Children, what do you mean by visuals? हमारा जो स्टूडेंट ने प्रेजेंट किया था आप देखा, they were all adding the visuals, pictures, right? Very nice. Yes, Mitali has written, that is right. That is, if possible, you should add some pictures. If possible, you can add some videos. In the modern time, I am talking. So that what will happen? The audience will get more clarity of what you are speaking. Completely listening is a little tough job. So if there is some video comes, if some audio clip comes, all this will give some sort of, break, and it will add the beauty of your speech. I hope you are very clearly understanding and you will remember how to give the public speak. Then, here comes, you can say that the most essential thing, eye contact. I told you, all of the people who have presented here, none of the students' video was open, no problem. But suppose that you have been given an opportunity to talk in a normal physical classroom. The eye contact is very important. The speaker should look at the eyes of the audience, because speaker should know that whether the audience are enjoying or not. You cannot always ask the audience, are you enjoying? You cannot ask like that. How can the speaker know that? Speaker knows that by, the eye contact. Audience का आंख में देखने पर आपको मालूम होना चाहिए ऑडियंस आपके साथ है या नहीं है. ऑडियंस का आईज, इट इज लाइक एन ओशन. ऐसा है ना, महासमुद्र को देखने पर आपको कैसा मालूम पड़ेगा इतना ब्यूटीफुली, व्हाट इज द साउंड ऑफ द वेव्स ऑफ द ocean. Like that, audience ka eyes are very, very important. Eye contact. So that is a psychology. That is a psychological, link that you are getting. So whenever you are speaking, don't look down. Don't speak to yourself. Don't look here and there. Look directly to the eyes of the audience. Okay, children? These are the various characteristics of public speaking. Always you remember this point, so it will be very helpful for you to make a presentation. I'm going to take that and